What's going on, YouTube? It is Mr. Ferguson here once again. Thank you so much for coming back to Central North Carolina for another video here in my lawn. I do deeply apologize. We did not have a video on Monday. Things are so much slower in these cold winter months. So I do apologize. We didn't have a video on Monday. I'll try to do better. We had a lot going on this past weekend in our church with birthday parties for a young girl in our church. So just didn't have the time to get it. So I apologize. But thank you for tuning in today. We're going to get a quick one in today on this Friday for you. I want to go around for all the new people that have subbed and have joined and just show the condition of my lawn. I may use this, later down the road for videos and clips of show you my lawn, show you all the holes in my lawn, and show you what my lawn is currently looking like. You can see some of it behind me. The last thing we put down, if you'll remember, was we put down some winter protein, slow release, way back probably in November at some point. It is cold today. It is currently raining. We're supposed to have maybe a little wintry mix, and it's going to be downright in the teens wind chill on Saturday. So we've got a cold streak coming through, and then we're going to warm back up to the 60s. We've talked about recently about pre-emergent and how we're watching our soil temperatures. And we're on that roller coaster right now here in Central North Carolina of we get up towards 50 and then we drop back down towards 40 the last time I looked, and it's just like up and down, up and down, up and down. So I'm trying to wait until we get well above 50 before we go pre-emergent. So stay tuned for that video. But let's turn around the camera towards the lawn and let's just take a quick glance at Mr. Ferguson's lawn and show you what it looks like nowadays. So thank you again for tuning in. It's been a while since we did a little lawn walkthrough, so we'll start back here. We still have some green where we've had temperatures again going up, going down. It's greened up a little bit, and some that could be the protein we put down releasing. In some areas, we've still got the yellowing and the yellow tips from frost and from cold nights, and we're gonna have more of those to come. As you see, we got the gumballs down here. Let me zoom in some. We got the gumballs all over the place down there. It is wet and mushy. We've had a lot of rain, as you can kind of see back here behind the, sorry, I'm shaking too, by the play set over there. But we've just got that yellow tint, and it does, if you see this in the summertime or in the spring, you're thinking, yep, we've got some fungus in the lawn, but that is just from the dormancy of the lawn. Now, to all of our new people that don't know, where you see these little holes, you're like, what in the world? Is that the deer? Is that animals digging in your yard, Mr. Ferguson? That is where we had poa-triv. We pulled it out and we put triple threat seed down to try to replace it. Now, another thing you'll see is I made in a short not too long ago is I've got poa-triv popping up even back here. You can see right here, there's two little areas. Can you guess where they are before I show you in this screenshot? Man, I'm freezing. Right here, you've got some, and right here. So there is poa-triv that seems to be popping up, and I'm just letting it be for this year. If it pops up again next year, I'm curious to see if it comes back. It likely will, but we'll just see what happens. So we've got some areas like right here. You can see this bright green guy right here. I need to pull him up, but it's just, this is the spots that we talked about. I'm hoping that when spring comes around, this seed really takes off. We may need to apply some more triple threat seed. And this area don't look too promising. We may need to redo this area again as well, where I pulled out a bunch of poa-triv. But to just show you, it's a mix of green grass down here and looking pretty good, to a mix of yellow tip grass, where it's just really, it looks fungusy and dormant and just bleh. But look at this, the first time I've seen this. We got some poa annua. There we go. Look, right on the other side where I probably didn't put down some of the granulars, that is poa annua. That is the seed heads of poa annua. First time I've walked the lawn to see that. A little more right here on the side as well. So as far as seeing the seed heads in the lawn though, I'm not seeing that at all. I haven't seen the first seed head. So this kind of proves right here that it is out, and we got seed heads, and poa annua is germinated and up and is now visual for us to see. However, I'm not seeing it in the lawn. So dithiopyr gets a good pass so far with what I'm seeing. Man, it is cold out here. So as we walk towards the front, we still got areas that need to grow. I do see some poa annua right here. See it right there? See it right there in that ditch? This is an area where we took our cultivator tool and grinded that up, put seed down because we had poa-triv. So The downside with the pre-emergent, we break the barrier. We grow grass in this area, but Poa annua has slipped in, and that's something that we expected to see. Now, when we get into the front lawn, I'm not going to walk all the way out here because I am bone-chillingly cold right now. You just get a glimpse of the holes we got out there from Poa triv. We still got like a clump right here we need to deal with. It just doesn't look ideal. It is cold. It has got that frosted yellow tip on it, and it's just winter grass, right? So it is cold, it is windy, and I don't want to be out here at all. And I'm sure you guys haven't walked your lawn as well, but I don't see a lot of Poa annua popping up either, even in the front yard. So it's something we'll have to keep an eye on. But it looks like so far the Poa constrictor has done a pretty good job in the front lawn. And just to round out the side yard, oh, it is so cold. We got our spots again. I'm hoping these spots, when the spring does finally hit us, they'll pop up with this seed and really germinate. But again, we got Poa annua on the edge of the mulch. Man, the wind is blowing right in my face. It is so cold. Poa triv over here that you can really see, and just that yellowing, and it's wet and it's mushy, and we've had a lot of rain here lately. So there you go. That's what it's looking like in my lawn. I know it's not the greatest and most ideal walkthrough because I'm so stinking cold. It's like 30 something, and you guys up north are probably laughing at me, but oh my gosh, it's cold. But that's kind of what it's looked like. We just got a mix between green grass, yellowish grass, and some triv mixed in between that hopefully won't get too much worse. But let's go inside and round out this video. All right, so we're back inside. Man, I walked out to do the video, and it's just like that my body temperature just began to drop, and I'm freezing. So I apologize. I'm a wuss. couldn't stand it. But thank you for tuning in today. The other thing is, be mindful of your products, your biostimulants, your liquid products that maybe you spend a lot of money on. You may want to bring those inside if you're getting cold air temperatures like us here in North Carolina. You may want to bring those in to keep them from freezing. Will they damage them? I don't know. I brought in the kitchen, I brought in some products that I spent money on, $30 so a gallon products, and keep them in the corner of my kitchen to keep them warm so they don't freeze. The other thing is, I did want to mention to you guys, I did watch Pete's video where he's trying to clear floor space on gallons of biostimulants and stuff. I did buy 2 gallons of RGS from him. He is having some type of sale over there to clear up floor space. You may want to check that out, gciturfacademy.com. I'll leave links below if I find anything worth linking below. But that's pretty much all this video was, just a little recap of what the lawn looks like. It's still cold. It's still wet. It still don't look great. We've still got Poa triv popping up in certain areas, and that can be a problem if we don't deal with it. But it's just so cold. I just honestly don't care at this point. I'm like, whatever, let's just get to spring, and then we'll deal with what we have in spring. And so the color is still looking pretty decent, as you saw from the protein slow release. But we'll battle all that soon. We got pre-emergent next up on the plate. So we're waiting on our soil temperatures to raise up a little bit. We'll do that here, as well as I need to get out here when it's not wet and nasty and mushy and raining and do a soil test. I think if I do it on camera, I can finally get it done and show you guys what my soil test looks like here and be an example. And I need to get that done as well. Then we got grub treatment we also need to talk about and do. We want to make sure you don't have Japanese beetles flying all around, and we have white grubs seeding and having babies in our yard, so we want to protect against that as well. Fungicide and fungus, we talked about that a little bit. So all these things coming up in the spring. So just a quick video to show you my lawn, to say hello. How are you guys doing? Hope you're doing well in the winter months. Continue to stay warm. Hope you guys will continue to check out the channel when I'm able to post videos, and we'll hopefully get ramped up here soon as temperatures begin to rise in spring. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Hope you have a great day. We'll see you on the next lawn care video.